Thank you for having me on.
Can you tell us your name and your age?
Alright, I'm Mark Gottschalk, and I'm 21.
Okay.
Alright, are you happy where you are at life? Or where you are in life? I am. I just got into the military. I'm excited because I have prospects that are going on, but I'm still in that phase of new adulthood where there's an intense unsureness. And there's an intense unsureness. And just still trying to find my crowd and trying to find my peace is something that I've really been working on. But everything is coming. I'm taking everything in stride, and I have a wonderful support with my family, which I'm very thankful for. Are you satisfied with what this life has given you? I am. I have a wonderful group of close people. You know, like you've been there since high school, and I really appreciate having you with me. My best friend Josh, he's been a really good friend too. And there have been people who have come and gone, who I've really cherished and who I've really loved. But I think part of what I've had to come to terms with as I grow up a little bit is that life is very transient and fluid, and it goes on, and that you have to accept it, because there are things that I wish I could have done differently, but obviously everybody has those things. And to look back and think, you know, how could I have changed the past? It's naive, you know what I mean? I had a conversation with my friends when I was in tech school, and one of them was seriously debating me that he would prefer that life could go on forever, and I was on the opposing belief in that, you know, in that debate. And I think that just how you can experience goodness without badness, life is precious because it is finite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if I knew that I was going to be alive in 22,000, then things would seem a bit less important right now. But everything is very important right now, and I find a reason to do stuff, you know, for the people around me and for myself. This is a good one. Have you ever had a true love? I did. I actually, my first girlfriend was when I was in 10th grade and I was 16. And I don't know if you knew her, but I won't name drop. But she was a wonderful, sweet person. And we dated for about a year and a month. And since we were 16, we just didn't know what love was, right? And so we broke up. And then I started dating somebody, and this was my second girlfriend in about 2019. And we had a pretty short time together, but I had known about her for years prior. And I guess the question is, have you ever had a true love? Well, I have. And you know what it feels like. You know that feeling of, yeah. I mean, especially since I've lost that love, it's like a person can be like a drug. The question is, would you stop time if you could? When and why would you? So I pictured this and thought about this a lot, as I'm sure everybody has at some point. But I wouldn't. And I thought about this question deeply before, and I remember writing about it in my journal. My answer to that question is, if you know you have to do something and you wake up with reasons for what you're going to do that day, then there's no need to want to stop time, because you're just putting a pause to the inevitable. And I don't see a need to do that. Like, sure, I'd love to, you know, there are times in my life that have just been a blissful nostalgia. Like, if I could go back to 2019 and just sit there for a few days. It was a great year. If I could just go back to 2019 and sit there for a few days, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying that I wake up every day and I know that I know what I have to do, and if I have the purpose to do it, then there's no need for me to want to stop time, you know? I spent time with this person as if they were part of my family already, and like they were I saw that person every single day because that person and I were like best friends. And we kind of got ourselves into a little bit of an echo chamber, um, which is easy to do when you're in love with somebody. And so it makes it all harder when you have to inevitably separate from that person. And we separated for reasons that were sad, but nothing really bad. Just it was a sad thing, and I've remained in contact as of recent with that person, and I'm grateful to just know of the person because I still love them, you know. And no matter how much you want to be mad at somebody or interrogate somebody like why is this the way that things have to be, you always still love them. So yeah, I have had a true love, and I know it was a true love because even though I don't have that person anymore, it still just makes me happy to talk about them and to think about them. I had a picture of the world which was obviously different than what I find it to be truly.
To be now.
Yeah. It was a naive image of a sheltered boy, and a lot of people find themselves in a sheltered position now that they don't know how to cope when they get out into the adult world, and there's an intense loneliness in our generation.
I feel it.
Yeah, it's ever present there in our generation, and I would say that you should talk about it with people, but even I would be a hypocrite because I don't talk to people about big issues that I have, you know, even though you're supposed to, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't talk to people about what I'm going through, what I'm doing, because it happens so often.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel that I would inconvenience people,
Mm-hmm.
and especially with my past, it's something that I never really got to talk about. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, only a couple people know what I've gone through, and it's just difficult. I know how hard it is to talk to people about certain things. So,
Yeah.
but if your mind is really open to your friends, to your family, it won't be an issue.
What is one thing you can share with the world? I like that one. One thing that I can share with the world from having multiple different experiences with what I believe in is that everybody believes in something, or everybody has a faith in something. Even people who would claim that they don't have faith in anything, they're faithful to that faithlessness.
Yeah.
So everybody truly does have faith in something, and it's important, no matter what you believe in, to invest in that belief, to become comfortable with yourself and with whatever you believe in. So that's what I can share.
Do you have anything else that's on your mind?
Yeah, I have one thing I could mention. Change is necessary in life. I'm about to leave and go to my station in New Jersey, and I'm going to be in a completely different world.
Surrounded by completely different people.
Surrounded
and
by-
mannerisms.
Exactly.
And food.
Mhm.
And just every day.
So, yeah, exactly. And so, I've struggled with that, and change is necessary. So I'm gonna be uncomfortable, you know, dipping my toes into a new community because I've grown up. I'm 21 and I've lived in this town that we're in right now for 21 years, and so I've lived in the same house, and it's just it's horrifying, really, you know, having to be an adult. I just before basic training a couple months ago, I was still 21 and I lived in my room in my mom's house, and so now go out and be a full adult.
You're venturing out, taking that step.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you said change is good, and change is how we find ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we take that step to learn and become more of what we truly are.
Mm-hmm. Because if you don't change and push yourself to be an experienced and interesting soul, then you're never gonna know what you could have been. If I would have just stayed in this town forever, then I wouldn't know the people that I know or know of the cultures that I know. I want to travel around the world and do different things, but I guess what I'm trying to say is taking that first step is the scariest part.
This is our interview.
All right, sounds good with me.
Thank you so much for
Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it.
You're becoming my change.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.